and blank. Because if it's between, I can say the delicious food is between the cup and the marker. Or I can say the delicious food is between the markers. So it depends on what. Okay, so I want you to go down to each of these and answer these questions. Write them all down, okay, even though you said them. Now, for those of you who are better English speakers, I want you to give me an adjective here, okay? The round clock, the blue clock, the round blue clock. Give me an adjective. Give me an adjective and give me an adjective here. Okay? For those of you who are better English speakers, okay? So make it a little more challenging. So the blue clock is next to whatever this is, the white screen. Or the blue clock is next to this diagonal white bracket. So I want you to give me an adjective. So it's called a bracket. Diagonal white is an adjective. So those of you in my classroom, I want you, if you can, to throw in an adjective next to, this is going to be hard. The clock, the blue clock, the blue and white clock, the round clock. In English, this is called an analog clock when it has those numbers. So it's going to be a challenge for you to write the clock of an adjective. And it's okay if it's the same adjective, but think of an adjective, okay? So go ahead and start, and then we'll share with each other what we wrote, okay? So you're going to write 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going to write 10 sentences. Alrighty? 10 sentences. You understand? Understand? Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. Does someone have a question? Does someone have a question? So for those in my class, describe clock and describe the noun here, whatever it is. The clock is between the cracked corner and the other cracked corner. The blue clock is in the bigger classroom. This is bigger than that classroom. Okay, so you want to give me some adjectives for clock and adjectives for this noun. Okay? Very good. Next to is you are next to me. The clock is on the wall. The clock is next to that long thing. You know, it's a screen, but that long thing. So if you need help with a word, let me know. This is called, do you see this right here? This right here, you can say screen boy, because that's what it's called. A long thing is called a screen boy. It's a screen made by Screen Boy. All right? And that is an air conditioner. Okay, are we okay?
Okay, ma'am.
10. You can do it. Okay, are we all right? The clock is between, oh, here we are. Okay, where is the clock? The clock is next to the screen. Next to. I am next to. Remember, next to. Beside. Next to. So that's Thai, next to. So rat is next to you. Room is next to you. You are in between rat and room, but next to. So the clock is next to that. The wall. The clock is on the wall, but it's next to that white thing. It's next to this. Come here. So the clock is next to this, right? It's next to this thing. This thing is called this. That's the name. Okay? Do you have any questions? Any questions? Where is it? The clock is next to the. Come here. Come here. Come. The clock is next to this. And this is called this screen boy. So the clock is next to the screen boy. Okay? Because it's next to. Across from. This is hard. Across from. The clock is across from you, the student, the chair. The three between. The clock is between this and this. Okay? And then the clock is in. It's in the classroom. In the classroom, and it's on the wall. On this, on the wall. Okay, and it's near you, it's near me, it's near the calendar, near me, yeah, near teacher. Okay, so how are you? Do we have that? Do we get this? Oh, you know this. So, come. So, the...
Teacher, the subject, we are use the clock.
Or the clock?
What?
She changed every subject, but every subject the same.
Every subject's the same? For the people who, it's easier for the people who are learning. Like you always use the clock, is that what you mean? Every subject is the same?
I use the book or the book or the book.
You can, but try to use something different. The round clock, the analog clock, the pretty clock, the ugly clock. Try to use a different one, but you can. But try to use a new adjective, if you can. The ugly clock, the blue clock, the round clock, the pretty clock, the old clock, the analog clock. So try, there's like, that's already 6. Also, the numbered clock. Okay, look. So the clock is next to this or this. Air conditioner. Air conditioner. Very good. So can you write that down? And the clock is across from.
The clock across from
Students.
student.
Yes, good. You got this. Can you write that down? Hello, Mrs. Oy. How are you? We are writing sentences. We are using these prepositions next to, across from, between, in, on, near, above, under, in front of, behind. And then the question is, where is the clock? So the clock is next to the air conditioner. Next to. The clock is across from the students. The clock is between the corners. The clock is in the classroom. So I want you to finish all of these using each one. For you to make it a little more hard, I want you to tell me an adjective for clock and an adjective for this noun. So I want you to give me an adjective here and an adjective here. So, for example, the blue clock is next to the old air conditioner. Old describes air conditioner. Or the round clock is next to the white screen. So I want you to give me an adjective. Okay. So the clock is across from the pretty students. Okay? So the clock is between the